Howdy everyone. I'm back at it again. I was actually on my way up to a different lake with my kayak. I was planning on doing some frog fishing there. Just taking some back roads on my way up there, and I drove past this. Man, it looks froggy, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna drop the kayak here. We're gonna give this spot a try. So I'm gonna get my fishing gear tossed in the kayak. We'll paddle around in here a little bit and we'll see if we can find a few frog bass. All right, I've got my kayak all rigged up and ready to go. Let's head out here and we'll see if we can catch a few fish. It sure is pretty out here. Nice change from last week when I was fishing about 50 feet from semis doing 80 miles an hour. A little more peaceful out here. This is more my type of lake. I was hearing a little bit of splashing around out here as I was getting my kayak loaded up. Not sure if it was bluegill or bass or what, but got something in here. It is kind of shallow looking, but I do believe this little pond here does connect to a bigger lake. So it should be able to sustain life through the winter up here. You got to be a little bit careful with these shallow pond type spots. A lot of them just won't hold life through the harsh winters unless they connect to a bigger body of water like this one does. I was looking at it on satellite maps and I couldn't really tell quite how well it does connect to that other lake. I don't know if I'll be able to paddle into the main lake over there or not. So depending on how easy those fish can swim into this little pond, we might find a whole bunch of them back here, or we might get skunked at this spot. I'm prepared for either one. It's just a perfect day to be out here in the kayak either way. I do know that much. So I'm tossing the frog out here today. I've just got the cheap little $2 Walmart frog tied on. Threw one of them around a few times last year. They always seem to work pretty well, so figured I'd save myself a few bucks. No sense in spending $8 to $10 for a hollow body frog when a $2 one will get the job done. Oh, he did catch a lily pad there, but that's to be expected with any frog. You get into this real thick stuff. Nope. I thought I had something chasing him there. It was just a little bluegill. Came up and grabbed his legs. Well, if there's bluegill in here, there should be some bass. We'll see if we can get that frog in front of a couple out here today. Ooh, something might splash over there. He came up and got my frog. I was gonna try to get him through these lily pads here. He's just a little guy, but I'm gonna get him in the net. That's the first fish of the day right there. Nice little bass. He'll get us on the board. Yeah, I had to work in here a little ways, but we found one. It's kind of starting to wonder if there's going to be any fish back here or not, but I don't know. We'll work our way over here to where it connects with the other lake, I believe. Sometimes that's where all the big fish will be hiding out, where the two lakes connect. But we got one in on the frog. No getting skunked at least. Something just went splash right next to me over here. Just a little bluegill, or is that a big old bass? Oh, I haven't even hit that spot over there yet. That looks fishy over there. Check and see if I see anything swimming around down there. Comes one. Got him. Oh, he shook it. Oh, darn it. He wasn't a real big fish. That was cool though. Man, that always gets the adrenaline going when you see the wake coming over toward the lure. This looks real fishy in here though. I wouldn't be surprised if that one's got a buddy back here somewhere. Oh, swing and a miss. We're gonna fix him up and toss him right back over there. Oh man, this braid is just a mess. It might be easier to just cut this off and retie. Oh, maybe not. Got him that time. That's a decent one. Nice. Pretty little frog bass. All right, we're finding a couple back here. Seems like find the little patches of open water and you find the fish at this spot. Not a bad little bass right there. They're all fun on the frog. There we go. Come here, you. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Nice. Look at that. That's what I was looking for. Nice chunky frog bass. Oh, I'm just having so much fun out here today. Beautiful little lake. Getting some nice bass on the topwater frog. Yeah, it's tough to beat that action. This looks real fishy up here. I'd be kind of surprised if we didn't find something. Come on, big smash right here. Thought I saw a little bit of movement right over there, off to the right of where I had that frog. So we're gonna toss him over there. Right over there, I thought I saw something move. Actually, almost kind of looked like a wake. It was coming toward my frog from over there for a second. Oh, maybe it was just bluegill. I had one take a little nibble at my frog legs there. Something up there. Just saw the wake come out of that corner. I know there's a fish over there. I didn't think I got him there. Geez, I didn't even hit it that hard. Well, that's actually a nice fish. I knew there was one hanging out up there. Geez, you just came up and hit that frog ever so delicately. I thought I had a little dink on, but it's another nice one on that $2 Walmart frog. Sweet. You want to jump back into the kayak with me. Yeah, I'm just fishing my way along the shoreline, just looking for any little open spots like this within the lily pads. That seems to be what's holding the fish today, but I see a little green sign right over there. That must be where the two lakes connect. I don't know if I'll be able to paddle through there or not, but I believe the water flows in out of the other one, so that might be a good spot to find a fish or two over there. We'll work our way over there and find out at least. Well, I didn't find any bass hanging out back here in this corner where the two lakes connect, but I might see if I can break on through to the other side here. Oh yeah, I think we should be able to. Well, that's good to know because this lake doesn't have a public access on it, so now I know I can get in here. So I decided I'd work my way around this other lake real quick too. It's not a real big lake, and for the most part it looks like it's more of a jig and wacky worm kind of lake, but I did look at it on Google Maps real quick. There are a few patches of lily pads out here, so figured we'd do a quick lap around the lake, toss the frog at those lily pads. I just saw a nice bass swim by there. Yeah, we'll see if we can find anything over here on this one. If not, we'll just paddle back into the pond that we started on. There's one hanging out up there. There's a decent little guy. About the same size as the fish I was catching on that other lake over there. Nothing wrong with that. Little bass with a side of salad. Try to get that out of his mouth so he doesn't swallow it. There's another one hanging out right up there. I've got my wacky worm tied on. Oh, he saw me. He saw me. He took off. I was going to try throwing my wacky worm at him real quick. But we'll stick with the frog. That looks fishy back there. Oh, I tell you, uh-oh, I got a bass caught in the tree. How am I going to do this here? It'd probably be easier if you just shook it. Now, get up here. Leave my drag open. Do one of those numbers. Hopefully I didn't just break my rod. I think we're all right. Another little guy just hanging out right up in this corner here. Got him. You see it. Didn't look like a bass hit. A little pike hit. Little pike on the frog. Thanks for not taking it from me, like those pike like to do so much. Well, I finished fishing a quick lap around the second little lake here. Not a whole lot of action in this one. I did find a few, but a little bit smaller average size than over here where I started today. It's a little bit more froggy looking back in here too. I could have probably tied on a jig or a wacky worm and caught a few out there on the other lake, but I don't even have my fish finder with today. I figured I'd be throwing the frog all day long. So we'll try over here on this side again. See if we can find another fish or two willing to come up and try to eat that frog before I paddle on out of here for the day. Spook one there. I know I caught one in here earlier today. We'll see if there's another one up here willing to bite. Oh yeah, that one's a nice fish. You got me. stick there. Get over there quick before that fish is gone. Hopefully I'm not too late. We got him. Look at that. Yeah, a little bit nicer size fish than the ones that we were catching on that other lake. I mean, nothing huge out here today, but no complaints out of fish like that coming up and slamming the frog. That is a heck of a way to spend a day. All right, you guys, I've made it back to where I started from. I think that's going to do it for today's trip. It was a fun day of fishing out here, though. We caught a handful of decent bass with that hollow body frog. Yeah, it's always nice to come out and try some new water, too. Yeah, I definitely think I'll come back and fish this spot again in the future. It's a fun little spot to drop the kayak in for the afternoon. Well, I think that's it for this one. I had a lot of fun out here today. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.